Yes.
Can be
It's
short.
live. We're live.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I go, or did you shut off?
Yes, yes, yes. All
Okay,
good. Okay.
okay. I was waiting like stupidly. Okay. So, well, welcome all LCP. First, I'm so happy to welcome you for this webinar. I hope you will like it. So today we're going to talk about culture, and as you can see this beautiful image, culture eats strategy, and you will see why. So today the main topic is about how to implement a culture in your LC and basically a strong culture. So we'll see three main points. The first one is what does culture mean first, and then how to build a strong culture, how and why to do it, and then we'll have Q&A and sharing, like if you have question or something, like don't be shy. Okay, so first I need a little bit of your help, so you can tell me what does culture mean to you. So you can write in comment or just tell me. And maybe I can't see comments, so
Can I talk or we need to write?
yeah, go on, talk. Feel free.
I think it's like something that we will do regularly, so it can implement and it can even leave a legacy after us.
So for you, it's something you do every week and then you let it and continue?
Yes, what I thought it's like this.
Okay, good. It's a good way of doing it. Anyone else?
For me, it's more like a state of mind or a spirit of the whole LC. Like, yeah.
Okay, and so how do you represent culture in your LT then?
Uh,
Okay,
in my essay, I will say that they will like never really give up and always go forward.
okay, cool. It's a good state of mind. Okay, thanks. Anyone else want to share? Okay, so now that you define culture for you, I will ask you another question. Super simple. What does ISEC culture is for you now? Same way, like speak free.
Roll calls.
Okay, that's one thing.
Like
Instead
of clapping, we are doing something. I don't know how to say with fingers.
Yeah. Okay. We like. Okay. Cool. That's it. Another thing, like if you have to define like what is the ISEC culture, what is our essence, like what is that?
I'll say it's more like open-minded and diversity and all the stuff like this and creating leadership.
Okay. And if you have to regroup all of both of you said,
I'm sorry, what?
if you had to regroup all of both of you said, like what would be the word? Like in culture, you have something super important, like meaning, and we have it in ISEC.
Like there's Isaac à la française. Is it
Okay.
some kind of culture? Like it's identity,
Okay.
and it started to become our culture. Actually, Isaac culture.
Cool. It's exactly that. You just said ISEC à la française. It's not ISEC in Peru or ISEC in India. It's ISEC à la française, which is part of the culture. So, okay, we'll go through it. So first, I want to share with you a little quote from Gandhi, which I really liked, which is vous avez beau avoir toutes les aptitudes, si vous n'avez pas l'attitude, vous ne réussirez pas. Which means that you can have all the hard skills that you want. If you don't have the soft one, you won't pass. Like you won't succeed in anything. This is something that really matters for me because being a team leader, being a leader basically, is not just having the hard skills because you have a team and some of them are better than you in hard skills. But what makes difference is your soft skills. So culture is part of that. There is a lot of soft skills in culture. So for me in high-tech culture, there is three main things that are super important and that everyone in the world in ISEC should share. The first one is the ISEC way, the leadership value, and the leadership development model, which is proper to ISEC, which is something that defines ISEC by itself. The second one is the roll call, because it sounds really stupid, but we are over 1,700 committees in the world, and each one of them have their own roll call, which means that it's something that we share, something that everyone has. The third one is the conference, because for me, it's the real culture of ISEC. It's the moment when you share, when you feel that you're part of something really bigger, the association itself at a higher level. So for me, these three things is what all of your members should know. This is the ISEC culture. And as you said, there is also the ISEC à la française, which shares some value, which are important to get your people to know it. So now I will ask you, for you, what is your LC culture? If you have to define, like I said it for ISEC, ISEC in the world, like values, roll call, conference. For me, that's ISEC culture. So what is your LC culture? Can you answer that? Yeah.
Like for now, we only have a shout, like La Puissance du Nord. We have a roll call, but I don't like Baby Shark. So
okay. It's fine.
okay. I don't know. Like
Okay. Is there any value that you share or behavior with your LC that you feel involved to? Did I lose you all, like kill you or something?
No, I just don't have any answer.
Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go through it.
Yeah, we never redefine any LC culture precisely, so.
Okay.
No
And do
idea.
you think it's something missing or?
Mika?
What?
Yeah, I said, like, do you think that is something missing in your LC?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna share with you how to implement this culture, because as you, I think that culture is something really important, and that's, to be super honest with you, something that we didn't have in Toulouse 10 months ago. So for me, culture is like exchange, marketing, or PM. You have a strategy for all of these things. You have a strategy for culture. So I will share with you 3 super simple steps that applies in Toulouse and that over apply, like Laura did it in Strasbourg last year, and it seems to work. So I'm gonna share. It's kind of easy to understand, but not that easy to put in place. So there are only 3 steps. The first one is understand your situation, because when you want to change something, you need to understand what is the current state of things. The second one is build the culture that you need. And that's something really important I want you to understand, is that I didn't put that you want. I put what you need, which means that you need to understand what is the state of your team, your culture, your LC, and what do they need in culture. And you need to find that to build a super strong one. And the third one is implement it. It's super easy, right? You will be like, yeah, boom, that's easy. 3 steps, 2 weeks, I define something, I give them the things, it's done. Well, actually, not really. Because culture is something super hard to implement, and it takes a long time to do it. I will share with you at the end, but I fail also, as maybe some of you will or not, I hope so. But culture is something that will bring you a lot if you implement it well, but it's a super hard work. Like, it doesn't seem, it's like when you delegate work to someone, it seems super easy to do, but I'm sure that every one of you can say that delegate something, sometimes it's not easy at all. So you may ask, why do we want to implement this culture? Like, what is the gain? So I will ask you first, what do you think you can get from implementing a super strong culture in your LC?
It will give us like results in terms of operations, and
In which way?
like productivity rate, retention rate, maybe IXP. Like mostly retention rate, like people will want to stay, will want to dedicate themselves to ISEC. And it can give us really visibility, maybe. in the other side.
Okay, cool. So for you, it's like, okay, go on.
It's really like tight our bonds into our own LC. Like we are sharing the same culture, so we are like really together, like as one. We are one LC, and yeah, I think it's kind of promotes also the operation, because you know it will be more like let's say the people will understand better what we're doing if we have like only one view and one culture.
Okay, great. Thanks. I would say that you're both right. It can bring you performance, and it's the first one that I want you to understand is that culture bring performance. Because think about your own example. When you're at class and you have a courses, you have a teacher that you like the way he's doing things. You like the way he's explaining or the way he's giving example, and it feels you like going in these courses is something that you like. It's great. You appreciate the moment. So when he asks you to do a job, you're more willing to do it, which means performance. Because at the end, you will do the work he asks because you feel good with him, because you feel close to him. And it works exactly the same in ISEC. If people feels good in your LC, feel good in your team, you can ask at least everything you want. They will do it, not because it's the work and they like the work, but because you are asking them and because they feel part of this thing. And they won't be, they won't, they don't want to disappoint you, which is super important. It will bring you commitment and sense of belonging, which is something super hard to get, but when you have it, like you can make sure that the productivity of your team will grow super fast, because it means that when people belongs to something, they are more willing to do it, even in their own time, like free time. If they like what they are doing, they will just say, hey, guys, I like it, I did that, and I did more that you ask. And the last thing is continuity. Because as you said, in France, we are really bad with culture. Because you saw in conference, we don't have all roll calls, or we do, but we don't know them. We don't have all shout, we don't have all these things that make us ISEC. And you need to understand that it's your role to bring this culture to people. So now we will see like deeper a little bit each step. So the first one, understanding the situation. There is simple question that you need to ask yourself when you will build this step. The first one is, what is the culture of your own LC at the moment? What is your roll call? What is your shout? What is your behavior? And what is your routine? Because all these things are different. Like routine can be meeting, can be like in Toulouse, we like doing squat. We do squat. This is our routine. We have weekly meeting. This is the routine. All these things should be defined and super clear for everyone. After that, we have why you should be proud to be ISEC in Lyon, ISEC in Rennes, ISEC in wherever in France. They need to have something they feel proud of, and they can say, hey guys, I've been ISEC in 1920, part of this team, and I'm super proud of it. The last one is, what does your LC needs? Again, I didn't say what does you want, I said what does your LC needs, and you need to understand that it's super different. And what kind of culture do you want to implement? Because that is something you need to consider. As a leader, you will bring something to people, and you need to take into consideration your own wish. Like, what is the thing that you really want to give to people? For me, like, I really love ISEC, and I decided to take the LCP position because no one else was going to, and I didn't want to let my LC die. So when I took it, I was like, okay, guys, I will make you love ISEC, and you will understand why. And make a start, stop, continue. It's the thing that you will see a lot in your LCP life and in your professional life, because it's super useful. What is the current state? What is good? What is not? And what should we grow or start? This is something super useful. So with this question, we will take a super quick example. I will take ISEC Toulouse because it's easier for me, obviously. So we'll ask each question, what is the culture of our LC? If we bring back in the time, like 10 months ago, well, it was kind of like that. Like, no one know the roll call because, well, the person who knows it left, and yeah, that's it. No one. And can someone remember me the value of ISEC? Like the 5-1, activating leadership, all that shit? Well, no one knows. No one knows. And the routine, like, when I asked my EB, like, do you have a routine? They told me, you mean morning one, or what's the point? And I was like, come on, guys, I'm talking about something super serious, like the association life. You need to have a routine. So yeah, that was the state. Were you proud of ISEC in Toulouse? Actually, we don't even know people. We were 3. So how can we be part of something without knowing each other? That was the point. What does the LC need? Well, we took a moment and we said that our LC needs strong basis based on continuity and strong commitment, because we wanted the LC to continue next year and better than this one. And we, as EB, want to be close to our team and share value and perform. That was the belonging that we chose. And at this moment, that was the current situation. So we make our own start, stop, continue, which looks like this: knowing each other, creating a sense of belonging, and having a routine. It seems super easy, but it's not. What we should stop: losing our identity, because each year we will rebuilding what others didn't continue with us. We're not being 100% ISEC because we were not knowing the roll call, we were not knowing the value, and some other things that for me, it's super horrible to not know in which company you are or which association you are, and lack of commitment, not coming to meeting, being late, don't do the job, which is simply horrible for team leaders. And what was good, growing, we start to grow and we wanted to continue. Transmitting the ISEC culture, because I believe that it's something that at least is good in Toulouse since few years, that we like ISEC and we try to come to conference and etc. So we want to transmit it again, and having fun, because I had a lot of fun with my ex-LCP and I wanted to have the same for my LC. So that was the current state. Step 2, building the culture that you want in your LC. Same, few questions. Define your own identity, behaviors, name, and use your start, stop, continue. Nothing is hard. Like, you already did the assessment. What you need now is to define where you want to go. The second point is define the rules and the routine. When I say rules, you know, as LCP, nothing is pink all the time. So sometimes you need to be rude, you need to be super strict, and you need to define from which point it's too much. From which point you have to be severe, you have to fire someone or anything else. And it needs to be clear with your team. And then the routine. As I said, if you want to perform, have a routine, something super useful, because, well, you know that every Friday you have your meeting with your team. It's not something like, hey guys, should we set up the meeting at 8 or I don't know? No, the meeting is at 7, you know it, so you just come. The last one is, what is the thing making your LC special? Maybe you already have one, maybe you don't. If you don't, well, find it and try to give it to your team. We'll see how later, but it's something that you really need to consider. What makes you proud to be ISEC in Lyon, ISEC in Rennes, ISEC in Rouen, ISEC in Toulouse, ISEC in IDP? You need to understand what is the thing making your LC special. And from that point, you will bring a super strong team. Again, we'll take example of ISEC Toulouse. So we did the assessment, and now we define our own identity, behaviors, name. As you saw in Reload, we choose harder, better, faster, stronger. It sounds stupid, it's just a music like from Kanye West, but for us, it was more than this. I put it as a behavior for the LC. Like, okay, we're gonna be harder, we're gonna be better, faster, stronger. What does it mean for you? For me, faster is like the process of ISEC. We're going to be faster in the process. For better, we have better recruitment and better EP management. For harder, it means that we will work, because we need to have transition, we need to have all that things, and we need to work hard. And stronger, because we are together. And this year, we build a super strong team, which will continue what we start. And from me, That was the meaning of harder, better, faster, stronger. But at this moment, this meaning was just for me. And the biggest part is giving this meaning to others. So I put it everywhere. Roll call, shout, sweet, literally everywhere. So for the second step, rules and routine. In Toulouse, it's simple. We decide to have meeting every week, every Friday night, and have kind of a reward every Friday night saying, okay, we have a meeting, and after the meeting, we just go party. And that was the thing. You come to meeting and then we party. Every Friday. You're not obliged if you don't want to come to party, but you're obliged to come for meeting. And squats. Like my rule was super simple. I don't like people being late, not because I'm super, I don't know, perfectionist or something, but because in the professional world, when there is an hour and you just respect it. So I did the same with my team. I said, guys, you need to be on time. If you're not, everyone squat. Why everyone? Because we're a team. So we are part of something, so we share something. So if everyone does something that is not good, everyone is taking it. It doesn't mean that you don't have to make it fun, like everyone like doing squat at the end. I mean, I hope, I wish for them. And that's it. We just do it. It's our routine, it's our things. We are the only LC doing that, and we are proud of it. Answer fast, because before my LC was not responding super quickly, and that was causing like a lack of communication and everything. So we decided to put it as a rule. And firing rules. As I said, like meeting, we have a rule, you will see later, it's something what. Just set up your rule. And then, what is making your LC special? I'm going a little bit out of Toulouse because I think that there is some LC, I could have put more, even Lille that I didn't put here, but every LC for me has something special. In UDP, if you say Diversity at United, you know from where it comes from, or kissing competition, or lighter game. In Strasbourg, they have, we won't stop until we are legend. That is the behavior they have. That is the thing making their LC special. In Toulouse, we have squats and we have our suite that we saw everywhere. And I'm so proud of it, even if it's nothing. For us, it means something. And from Rennes, you have performance into beer. Well, it's your thing, whatever. I'm sure you have other thing, but this is the thing making your LC special and making you part of your own LC. Two super important things. First, don't forget to link things together. As you can understand now, I didn't choose Stronger just because the music was cool, but because it means something. And I tried to implement it in my team, so it means something for them. When they hear that, they know what is the meaning of harder, better, faster, stronger. And the second thing is you are not alone and you can build it together. You have your EB, you have your team, you can involve them in every step to create a super strong culture, because if you don't involve them in the process, they won't like what you're giving to them. They won't like the culture that you want because it's not their culture, it's yours. And it's the point that you need to understand. You need to find something that they need and not what you want. Okay, am I clear until here? It's fine, no one died?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, cool. Any question for the moment? Yeah, people die just after that. Some want sugar, beers? Oh, no, okay. Go on. Step 3, implement it. It seems super simple, but it's a really long process. So I will give you a few steps and then we'll see how did I do to do it. So the first one is lead by example. You do what you say. When I say everyone squat, I squat with them. When I say people being on time in meeting, I'm on time in meeting. When I say, guys, I answer faster, I answer faster. You have my answer in less than 2 hours. And if I can't give you the answer you're asking for, I just say, guys, I come back to you tonight because now I can't. But I answer in 2 hours, which is my belonging. And then make it part of your routine. Like, you need to understand that the culture is not a one-shot thing. You don't just give culture to people and say, hey, that's our value. That's so cool. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's cool. And so are we going to party or something? No. Like every week, you can have something related to that. You can have a moment at the end of your meeting, dancing your walk or just having fun. having something that is making your LC your LC, which is super important, and you need to keep it, to repeat, because leader position, it's most of the time repeating things to people, because people forget super easily. But if you are this guy, repeating things, getting close to them, making the things like going together, they will really like it. They will love the culture that you want. Then involve them in your ID. I think that you understand until now that you need to involve your team in the whole process and present your identity clearly. When it's done, it's not because you mark it somewhere that it's done. You need to share, you need to present, you need to make it clear for everyone what is the culture that you want and what is your culture. And the last one, no, third one, make them proud of being ISEC in whatever. The thing is, give them this thing that they should be super proud, that when they will go to conference, they will say, hey guys, I'm ISEC in Toulouse and we are like this. This is our culture. We are ISEC. We are ISECers. And that's us. And the last thing is showcase. Showcase in conference, showcase in rewarding people that are going well. When someone is late, well, he got blamed. But when someone or everyone is on time, tell them, hey guys, today I'm so proud you're all on time. And it's something stupid. It's even something fun that you can have with them, but it's showcasing because it's yours. Some tips and tricks, super easy. First, adapt. Every team is different. In Paris, they're not like us. They're not like Rennes. They are not like Lyon. So you need to adapt. The culture that works here will not work there. So you need to find what is good with your team. And for that, you need to be accessible and close to them. If you don't need your team, you can't even ask for work. Like, do you think like going in the street and say to someone, hey, can you do that for me? Like, you know what his name and that's it. I don't think he will do it. So by getting close to people, you will have a super easy access to them and to their work. And this is how you grow performance. Okay. As I said, reward every step. In Toulouse, we send 5 people in the World Topic, which is not a lot, but it's 500% more than last year. I put an LC meeting and I said, guys, I'm super proud of you. This is the culture that we start implementing, and you are the people leading here. So you need to reward because people will appreciate. They will feel reward for something they have done. So it's good, which means that your culture bring you something, and all the work that they are doing, it's good for your LC. The last one is keep it fun. Like squat is a fun thing, having beer is a fun thing, and you can have many, many fun things that you need to keep in your LC because it's also something super important. You can see like this, then they're saying, hey, I have an ID for the roll call, and everyone is like, no way. Because our culture is harder, better, faster, stronger. Because we're like this. But it's a fun thing. It's okay. Okay, so now we are at the end of the strategy, and I have one last things to show you. It's actually how I did the induction for the culture part. So we built all that culture, and during the induction, we showed this slide. I put the exact same slide to make you understand. I said, ISEC in Toulouse and ISEC in France is something different. In ISEC in Toulouse, we're like this. I showed the whole team, and I said, as you can see, everyone is horizontal, which means no one is higher than no one. Except that LCP VPs, we have more responsibility. Maybe you will be team leader, you have more responsibility, but we're all in the same state. If you want to talk to me, you come, you talk. We're friends. We're not like a stranger in the street, and I'm not your boss that you can never access or not even talk. I'm your friend, so just come. And that's something super important for me. The behavior, I explain it, harder, better, faster, stronger. And I explain each and every word saying, why is it important for us? The last thing I told you, the values. We defined 3 values in our LC, which was respect, performance, and commitment. I explained for each one of them why is it important for our LC and how it's going to help us to reach the objective. And the last one, as I told you, rules. Don't be late in meeting. Don't miss plus than 2 meetings per month, otherwise you're fired. Answer to message within 24 hours. And if you can't answer, let us know. Tell us, I can't now, but I will answer you after. And that are simple rules that I implement in my every week. Like, don't be late, as I told you. For that, we do squat. For the meeting, if they miss this year, well, I fired 3 people. It was not something that pleased me, but people were not involved, were not committed, didn't want to be. So sometimes you have to take big decision, but that impact your LC, because I know that now the people that I have are 100% committed to the LC. The second one was the culture. At this moment, we didn't have a roll call, so we decided to create it together at this moment. So I showed them a roll call that I really appreciate, and I said, okay, this is ISEC culture, roll call, shout, sweet. So we'll have the 3 of them, and for the next conference, you will just rock it because it's your culture and you will be super proud of it. So we practiced weeks saying, hey guys, you need to be good at this moment because it's you. And now when we're partying in club, they're dancing it. When the song goes, they're dancing it because they are proud of it. They're not shy because it's their things again. Okay, and then you have every week implementation. As I said, being close to people, sometimes it's complicated, but it's also super simple. Like organize a secret Santa for Christmas, or have a daily life, like sharing photos, sharing like, hey, I'm working for the planet, but I also making advertisement for your LC. Because what? Because he's proud of what he's wearing, and that's super important. And the last one, like cool events, like picnic is super easy, bowling is a good one, having beers, going to party, hang out, is something super cool, which make you like feel part of the association. And that's the main point. We're not a company, we're an association, and we share things together, which means that we can be super close, we can go out together, we can do many things, and you belongs to all these people, which are amazing. So keep a moment to think about all of that and say, okay, I have the steps. I know sometimes it's not that easy, but I will try to have it for my LC, find what they need and bring it to them through every week. And that's how culture works. And it will give you results for sure. You can be sure. Well, I finished talking alone, which is quite a long now. I will let you ask every question that you can have. And yeah, go on.
Oh, I don't have any question, but thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. You too, Tim? No question?
Tim went our way and he couldn't join again. I don't know why. The link didn't work.
Okay. And Shane is already still there?
Yeah, I have no question. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah. Sure.
What was the most difficult thing for you when implementing your culture?
Sorry, can it cut?
What was the most difficult thing for you when you were trying to implement your culture?
Okay, it's a good one. It was hard because I really love ISAC since the beginning, but in the first month, like the first 3 months, I totally failed to put that culture in place. It's super easy to understand that I love ISAC, but I was not able to sharing with others. Like I was sharing why did I love ISAC, but I was not transmitting anything. Like they were not getting my point. Like, okay, he's enjoying a lot, it's good for him, but it's not us. So I needed to find another way to bring things to them and say, hey guys, you will enjoy ISEC because it's your ISEC, not mine. It's like everyone here has his own definition of what does he love in ISEC. For some of us, it's like work. For some others, it's like party. For some others, it's like roll call. Anyway, you need to find the things that make you love being part of the association and what does it mean for you to be part of the association. So the hardest point was like really this one, like changing my mind from what do I want to what do they need. Yeah, basically.
Thank you. That's so true. I identify with that. also a lot from
I have
behind
a
that.
Yeah.
I have a question. How do you know what they need, like at the beginning?
Well, I assessed the LC with the EB and other people who were there, and I said, okay, guys, we're going to create something, and we are going to reflect about it, but we are not going to do anything without you. So I need you to tell me, for you, what is being part of ISEC? What would you like to have? And most of them answered me, for us, we want to be kind of a family, enjoying the time, and at the same moment have professional experience. So I start trying to find something that could link everything together. It took time, to be super honest, but my goal is like I want to make them feel comfortable in the LC and feels that if they have something to share, something to propose, something to promote, they are here, and we are rewarding them also for that. So it's a work that you will do with them, because being a leader is not about taking decision alone. It's about sharing idea, and at the end, choosing the most appropriate decision, I would say, for your LC, like what is the best for the LC. But you don't have to reflect alone, because if you do, you will get wrong most of the time, because you don't understand what other people want. And yeah, just take your time, brainstorm with them, understand with them what they want and what they need in their life, what they are searching for, and then bring it to them. Yeah,
Oh, okay, thanks.
welcome.
Also, maybe it's if I can add something to the answer of Mika. And now during planning, you have a very powerful space, which is when you discuss with your EB the SWOTs of your LC, of your current of during this last term. So you can see what are the things that went wrong and the things that your members are missing, and you can use the culture to kind of cover those holes. But of course, always together with your EB, as Nika is saying.
Yeah, it's exactly the idea. Like, actually, I get the idea also from Laura that explained me what she did in Strasbourg. And as you can see here, like, by doing the start, stop, continue, when you see losing the identity, not being 100% ISEC, and lack of commitment, we said, okay, we need to change that. So what is the point to change that? So for us, it was like being a family, have respect, have commitment through the culture that we wanted. And we used that negative point to turn into positive things.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know if you have other question. You can go on, or if we're done, tell me.
I would have one question for both like Eds and Shane. What's the thing like after hearing all these? What's the thing that you're gonna find more difficult, you think, or that scares you the most regarding implementing a culture? Hello, LCP elects.
Okay, of course.
It's for you.
I think it's yeah, how to transmit our like uh how to motivate them actually, how to make them like Isaac, how to make them believe like Isaac way and all that. Just that it's gonna be super difficult because um I don't know how to do it.
Okay. First, if I can answer to that, you will not make them believe in the ISEC way or in the ISEC value super easily, because believing is something personal, and you need to understand that whatever you do, you can influence in positive or negative way, but you will not get them believe in something by doing something. So what you need to do is like sharing with them. Like, when we explained the value of ISEC, I didn't just say like, this is our value are activating leadership, living diversity, blah 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 blah. I said like striving for excellence is the value that represent me the most because I'm someone like that and it means something for me. And I said we have 5 value. What are the value that means something for you? And you need to make them understand that through this value they can find themselves. Because if you just give the thing like the ISEC way explaining why we did that and what are the value, they will not get used to it. They will not appropriate themselves the things. But if you make them understand that it's their things, they can have something inside of it, they will start changing their minds. Like if you ask Bemnet, he's the one that had the idea for the back of the suite and said, hey, we want the Y of ISEC because it means something for him. Not for all of us, but we agreed that we can find each of us something inside. So we put it. And that,
Sorry, Mika.
yeah, tell me.
Like, is it possible I need to go?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just telling you goodbye and thank you for the. I'm sorry that I'm leaving earlier.
No, it's
But
fine.
thank you for your slides. It's really impressive.
No, it's
Thanks.
cool. And if you have any other question, you can come to me even after by messenger or whatever. Just ask. Like, feel free. We are also here for that, all the alumni, to give you like sharing that we had. And
Thank you. Yes, I will. Thank you so much. Good night.
goodbye. Okay. I think we're done.
Yes,
Yeah, tell me. I don't see you.
for Shane, everything's clear. I think we can say goodbye. I'm gonna stop broadcasting. Thank you guys. Just reach Mika if you have any questions, or reach me, of course. Together with the webinar, you will have an article in transition tool that you can check and can give you more insights in case you need it.